Okay, so you're a writer, so hopefully that means you read too. So what are you reading?
Oh my God.
Busting out the Kindle.
This Nook, I am working the hell out of this thing. I swear. I don't even know how many books I have on it. But let me see.
Lot?
I read a lot. As a matter of fact, last RT, a friend of mine, the fabulous Kimberly K. Terry, turned me on to Cressley Cole. So I have now, oh my God, I have now become a Cressley Cole hoe. I just want everything. That Immortals After Dark series, I read every single book in that series now. So Cressley Cole. Now Nalini Singh, I like her Changeling Sai series. Really love it.
I've not read those.
Oh, I fell in love with those. I want to read her Angel series, but because I'm writing one, I'm not reading any Angel stuff right now. R.G. Alexander, writing as Rachel Grace, has a new book coming out called Gear for Pleasure. It is the coolest steampunk that I've read in the last year.
Wow.
And I've read some really good ones. This one is so different. I'm just like, where did you get that? How did you know? And she's nervous and so she's like, oh, but do you think people will like it? I just want to drag her through the phone and just pummel her because it's so good. And I'm mad because I have to wait for the next book to come out. And Lauren Dane is a favorite of mine. She's so cool. She's really cool. In person and not, But she has, what's the name of that book? Heart of Darkness. And it's a mix of, it's got witches and shifters and vampires and all of this. And it kind of pulls characters from all of her other books into this book. So if you've read her other books, you're like, hey, I remember that guy. Hey, I remember that girl. Hey, I remember, and while I'm reading, I'm like, so I do read a lot. I don't even know how many books I buy a month to read. It's ridiculous. I'm just, it's like crack. Just, I have to have it. I have to have it.
Okay, so is it difficult writing particularly hot sex scenes?
No.
No, I love it. No, not at all.
But I don't have problems writing sex. I just don't. Now, some people ask goofy questions like, so have you really tried all that stuff that you wrote in your books? It's a book. It's fiction. No. But that doesn't mean that we can't imagine stuff, right?
Right.
So, yeah. Funny story. True story. I was struggling with a way in this. I think I put this in Vampire Council Ethics book 2. And I was struggling with a way to make it where, our super duper hot, deep voice guy, they're in a briefing for an upcoming mission. And in walks the woman of his dreams. And of course, certain body parts start twitching around. So he's like, I'm trying to think of a way to get him to rein himself in, but I'm a girl. I don't have certain things down there. So I didn't know what to do. So I called my son's 20, and I call him and I go, okay, I need help. If, you were faced with this really hot girl and you needed to kind of get yourself under control, what would you do? He goes, well, I would think of something that, would just totally take my mind out of the mood. And I'm like, what? He goes, old people sex. I would have never thought of that in a million years. He goes, just picture it. Old people sex, Mom. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to picture it in my head. He goes, really old people. And he goes, things would be swinging that aren't supposed to swing. Stuff would be jiggling that ain't supposed to jiggle. There'd be wrinkles and ridges. And I'm like, okay, I got it. Okay, enough. I'm good. So then I'm like, now I know where he gets his imagination from.
You?
So I put it in the book.
Oh, yuck.
I did.
That's all kinds of gross. Thank you for that.
But it worked.
Yeah.